This is Thomas Redden, Chief of Police of Los Angeles, California. Nearly 3 million people live within its 463 square miles. In 1966, they made almost 2 million telephone calls for assistance to the Los Angeles Police Department. To respond to these calls for help, the city employs 5,192 police officers. Of these, 2,214 are assigned to uniform duty. 1,179 are actually deployed during an average 24-hour period. This amounts to 393 officers for each 8-hour watch, less than 1 officer per square mile. We have 1.87 policemen for every 1,000 people, the lowest ratio of any of the 5 largest cities in the nation.
In 1935, our radio communication system was the most advanced in the world. Today, more than 30 years later, this system is essentially unchanged. We are now laboriously doing by hand, but there are some more unusual functions they can additionally perform.
A computerized car locator is needed. By this, we visualize a system by which a scanning dish or similar device would pick up signals and report the location of each police unit at 30-second intervals. The signals would be relayed to a communications command center where they would be converted to a visual display map. This would give us constant control of total field deployment and knowledge of which units are closest to the crime locations. When the closest available unit is determined, the automated dispatching of police units to the crime scene could be accomplished by a push-button console, again saving valuable time. Field units require more immediate information. It is essential that we automate want, warrant, and criminal record information. This need has become even more imperative because of the tenuous legal position in questioning persons on the street. This information could be requested from the police unit by a digital overlay or keyboard input device. The return information could be relayed through a cathode ray tube or a printout arrangement in the police vehicle. This would not only save time, but would relieve the strain on our overloaded radio system. In another area, we need a means of two-way communications with officers on a beat or away from their vehicles. A miniaturized transceiver radio with a swing-down microphone could be mounted in the helmet. We also need a mobile panic button or homing device which will transmit a signal for help in case the personalized radio malfunctions or officers do not have time to use it. A miniature radio might also be disguised as a flashlight, or it could be mounted as an additional item on the Sam Browne belt. Such devices would increase the flexibility and efficiency of beat officers. They could prevent many serious injuries and possibly save policemen's lives by enabling them to get immediate help in emergency situations. All these aids are within the present capability of industry. Today's police car, with radio equipment and a shotgun, represents a capital investment of $2,700. The future vehicle of the instant cop would be, compared to the alternatives, very cheap indeed, at $10,000 per car.
For the past 15 years, we have hired every single individual who has qualified, and we have only netted 600 men. It therefore becomes of only academic interest to speak in terms of doubling our present force. However, with the multiple potential of improved mobility, faster communications, and new electronic devices, the instant cop may be available to perform the work that requires more than one officer now. If our existing 500 patrol vehicles were converted to $10,000 electronic police cars, the $5 million price tag would be less than 5% of the cost of adding 5,000 men to our force. Less than 7% of the budget is now spent on equipment to enhance the policeman's effectiveness. Even if we could hire an additional 5,000 men, good business practice would dictate giving each man the best tools to work with. In the longer view, our new concept becomes not only economically feasible, but essential. Crime on the streets is continuing its upward spiral, and we have serious social problems. We also know that unfortunately the things we need are going to cost a great deal of money. However, these are the essential needs of the department, and they are available from the technology of industry against crime in our streets.